Hi, my name is Alex with RoadTrailRun, and today we are looking at the 2021 Puma Nitro lineup. It released March 4th, I believe, at least the first week of March around the world. It's now available, and today we have three models that are right here. We have the Puma Liberate Nitro, we have the Puma Velocity Nitro, and the Puma Deviate Nitro. So we'll take a look at each model, starting with the Liberate. A general comment about all of these shoes in the Puma Nitro lineup: they are all running a little bit long. The size that I have tried was half size up for me. So US 45, but US 11.5, which is not the usual correspondence between sizes. In centimeters, that is 29.5 centimeters. And even half size down, meaning true to size for me, I would say that these shoes tend to run a bit long. So this is something you may want to consider depending on the type of fit that you like. Okay, so let's start with the Puma Liberate. It comes at 110 euros. I weighted it at 212 grams in my size US 11.5 EU45. It has a 10mm drop, 28mm of stack height in the heel, 18mm in the forefoot. The main takeaways from this shoe is that it's very supple, very flexible. I can show you here how flexible it is. You can literally have a very nice torsion with your hands with it. The ride is dynamic. It has a nice feeling to it. The lockdown and fit are excellent. It has that mono mesh upper, which is really nicely engineered, and it wraps perfectly around your feet. The toe box is roomy, which is quite enjoyable. For my main pros, I would say that the heel lockdown is very good. You have those extra pads here on the outside, but they're also present on the inside, and it really helps to have a very nice lockdown here in the heel. I would say that this Puma Liberate has the best heel lockdown of the three shoes in the lineup. The heel counter here is very thin, like the tongue, but the tongue is gusseted, and that offers this very good, a very secure type of fit, and an overall very good lockdown for this shoe. When it comes to my other pros, the grip of the outsole is excellent, not too much rubber, just what you need here around the heel and here in the forefoot. A very smart design, and the overall grip is really excellent. The price is also a big asset for this shoe. 110 euros is a really good price for such a shoe, which is marketed as a racing flat, but you can really use it as a pretty much, daily trainer, all types of distances, tempo runs, upper tempos, intervals. You can take it on a race day for a 5K, 10K race without any issue. It's a very capable shoe, and for that 110 euros price point, it is an excellent choice for 2021. I only have maybe one drawback for this shoe, and that's the fact that for people who are heel strikers, you may lack a bit of stability and overall how to say it, and you may like a bit of stability here in the heel, despite that TPU clip, which is, however, way smaller compared to the other shoes in the Puma Nitro lineup. On the other shoes, you will see it in a second. This TPU hard insert is more of an insert than here, a little clip, and it goes a bit further to the front on the Velocity and the Deviate. Okay, so now let's move on to the Puma Velocity Nitro. Here again you have that Puma nitrogen infused supercritical nitro foam, brand new foam and midsole by Puma for 2021. The Puma Velocity comes at 120 euros. I weighted it at 297 grams in my size US 11.5 EU45, and it has a 10mm drop, 32mm in the heel, and 22mm of stack in the forefoot. Key takeaways for this shoe, I would say that this EVA insert here in the heel is one of the main differentiating factor between this shoe and the others in the lineup. You can see it here. All of this is the EVA insert. The TPU clip goes also further to the front of the shoe. It offers extra stability for this shoe, and you can really feel that combination of EVA inserts and TPU, a bigger, larger clip or insert, how you prefer, on this shoe. It's a very solid all-rounder. You can have this as your only training shoe for 2021 without any issue. It's really consistent through the paces. It's not as responsive and snappy as the Puma Liberate, but still you can take it to higher paces without any issue. The Nitro, nitrogen infused supercritical nitro foam from Puma feels springy, a bit firmer than on the two other shoes, the Liberate and the Deviate, but still a very good midsole, and it works really well on this shoe as well. When it comes to the outsole, you have way more rubber than on the previously presented Puma Liberate. It also has a very good grip, and I wouldn't worry too much about durability, which I predict will be very good on this shoe as well. For my pros, the first one is that it's also very reasonably priced at 120 euros. It's a versatile shoe. It's stable. It has a nice rocker, not too pronounced, but still rocker type of shape, geometry, and you can feel it on your ride. The nitrogen infused nitro foam is working really well. And the shoe I would compare this one to is one of the earlier Adidas, I think it was Boston 5 or 6. The Bostons were way lighter and the upper was less constructed on the Adidas, but the type of ride is really reminiscent of that era of Adidas shoes. For my cons, I would tend to say that the heel counter and heel padding here is a bit overbuilt, overmade, and the contact here between the heel counter and my heel wasn't very pleasant. I could really feel that my heel wasn't sitting really well, and the padding here in the heel area wasn't well placed, at least for me. The ride is very good, very consistent through the paces, but however lacks a bit of responsiveness, and there is no surprise, no wow effect with this shoe. It's a solid all-rounder shoe, well designed, well made. The EVA insert works well and adds a bit of stability, durability to the shoe, but nothing groundbreaking either. Very good choice for 2021, no doubt. Now let's move on to the last shoe of the lineup, the Puma Deviate Nitro. Okay, and now the final one, the Puma Deviate Nitro. This one comes at 160 euros. It weighs 295 grams in my size, US 11.5, EU 45, and it has an 8mm drop, which is 2mm less than the two previous shoes we presented, 32mm in the heel, and 24mm in the forefoot. This shoe, I must mention before going any further, is a plated shoe, which means that it has a carbon fiber plate that runs from the forefoot to the heel. The price is really competitive. That's the first takeaway for this shoe. 160 euros is, I think, the cheapest you can get for a carbon plated shoe today on the market. It's not stiff by any means, but it doesn't have any amazing springiness to it either. No pop effects as you can feel with other carbon plated shoe. It's quite reminiscent, for me at least, of the Brooks Hyperion Elite 2 in a heavier way for the Puma. It's very stable, and it has that very reassuring, secure type of ride for a carbon plated shoe. Not too stiff, a bit on the firm side, but nothing unstable like some other plated shoe may offer in terms of ride. For the pros, again, very well priced for a plated shoe. Very stable as well, with that again hard TPU insert around the heel. And yeah, the ride isn't too aggressive, which is both a positive, because it's not let's say dangerous, or it's not too surprising in the bad way for runners who may not be used to plated shoes. But on the other hand, it's also a drawback because it's presented as a race shoe, and I would personally not race in it. It's a very good trainer, but not a race shoe by any means. Another very good aspect on this shoe, it's the upper. The upper is really nice, very well designed, very light, very breathable, and it's a very nice feature for this shoe. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks a little bit like the upper of the Pegasus Turbo 2, that type of very light upper, very well designed. So this is clearly a pro for this shoe. Now when it comes to the cons for this shoe, the lockdown in the heel, here again you have those type of padding way firmer than on the Liberate, the first one we presented, but the lockdown isn't anything comparable to the Liberate, which has again a very good lockdown. Here the lockdown is very poor, very very slippery. I could feel some slippage during my runs with this shoe, so the lockdown is really the drawback for me on the Deviate Nitro. Another drawback for this shoe is the weight. I think at around 300 grams, obviously it cannot compete with other racing carbon plated shoes, but even for this shoe in itself,
The weight is a drawback because it doesn't give a very good feel to the nitrogen nitrogen infused nitro foam. I think that the nitrogen infused foam would be much better exploited with an overall lower weight for this shoe. When it comes to the outsole, here again the grip is excellent. A bit too much rubber for me here around the heel, but I'm more of a midfoot striker, so I don't need that much rubber here, and it would help losing some weight. The pattern of the outsole under the forefoot is different from the two other shoes, but again the grip is very good. As you can see here with some mud on the side of the shoe, I took it on different terrains today, and the grip was very good. You can actually see the carbon fiber plate right here in the decouple groove kind of thing around, beneath the shoe on the outsole.
That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the quick presentation and comparison between the three shoes of the Puma Nitro lineup for 2021. Very good move by Puma, very interesting nitrogen infused foam, and lots of good surprises, I believe, for the years to come, with more innovation and more development for this lineup. A multi-tester review will come very soon in English and also in German, Danish and French for these shoes. So don't hesitate to have a look on our website, RoadTrailRun.com, and in the meantime, take care. Bye bye.